Hello and welcome to something quite a bit different than the norm. In today's video, we are rating every single comment I have ever had on my channel and breaking them apart into separate eras and into the most important commenters that have ever been on my channel. So, this is not the first era, but it is the bottom era. Or, not the bottom era, but the comment. The bottom comment that happens to be from the inscription era. Okay. It's not mean. It's not hurtful. It's just... why? I don't know why people put comments. Because this was in response to anything, really. This was just... okay to something I put that didn't need to be said that way. Like, it was just silly. Like, put some meaning, some effort, not just okay. Then we move on to this. I consider more of a moment because it was one short that I made. It's titled Beat That Dream with a little extra after, and it was me doing a really tough, really hard thing that in Minecraft that I hadn't seen anyone else do before. And this person says, come on guys, use proper grammar. I don't know if they're talking to me, other comments, whatever, but it just kind of felt like a nothing because I didn't even know what they were trying to tell me or whoever. It just felt useless. Useless comments I view a little worse than bad comments just because there's literally no point to them. At least mean ones, they have a point. This is painful to watch. This is in the inscription era. This was the first time my channel blew up. I got some videos with hundreds of views, one that currently is at 1.5 or 1.6 thousand, somewhere in that range. This is my first time my channel really did great. And this is a comment from that era. Apparently they didn't like it. It was just me without audio playing Inscription. I don't really know what could be found that bad in that, unless I was playing poorly, which, I mean, I won, so I don't know how that's playing poorly. So, not the final boss, Inscription era. Yes, it wasn't. I found that out later. I titled it Final Boss, and it wasn't. But that comment just does. Some comments that are going to be near the bottom are comments that just I don't really care about, plus or minus wise. It's just a comment that didn't really matter to me at all in the long run. I think the video is zoomed in too much. Or, I think the video is zoomed too much. Hoi 4 era. This is my first comment from my current era. Well, not quite my current, but you'll see. But the Hoi 4 era. This is a comment that was on my first Hoi 4 video. I accidentally had the screen too zoomed in for the Hoi 4 game. And this person was telling me. Not really a bad comment, just I don't really see much point to it. At this point, it's just not very important. First, it's in my inscription era. It's my first comment. First, by the same person. This is my stepbrother, by the way, saying these two firsts. So, I mean, I wasn't going to get mad at him. He's just putting a comment to support my videos that were early on and not getting much views. Well, the inscription one was, but... but, yeah. So, yeah, wasn't going to get mad at him, but... Then, first, this is where I do the special technique called lying. Or actually accidental lying. He put first, and then I said, not only are you first, but you're the first person on my entire channel to say first. Double first. And then he said, oh yes. And this is in the Hoi 4 era. As you could probably have seen, these are both from earlier eras. Yeah, I just forgot that someone had already put first. I just did not remember that. This is second. First, actually, you're the first person to say second on my channel, because second, get it? Haha. But this is here for the same reason the firsts are here. They're not really that important. This is just... I just threw all my votes in this section because they're not really... They're just comments I put that people posted on. I had to put them because, well, there was other people's comments here, like Gerstie's Republic, choose Kultvan, pick decision that lets you have Zarashat as new leader, or let her fail and start another civil war. Then choose Starfather, officially the edgiest path in the whole mod. I love it. Populous Vasil, you're right about one thing. I do need capital and votes. Want to know why? I have a dream that one day every creature in Tobuk will control their own destiny. A land of the free, truly free. Boris, damn it. A nation of law, not warlords. Ruled by politicians, not tribals. Where the law changes to suit the individuals, including me, not the other way around. Where power and justice are back where they belong, in the claws of the people. As Tobuk, play Alicia and retake Severian. And then Communist Republic, Duskwane. Yeah, as you can see, this one, that's from the Hoi 4 era. And this is again just, cheer up terror with historical AI and free volunteers. Use the special forces to shape the destiny of other countries to your will. Zeratid's Kultvan Republic, Zarashat. That's just any of the paths of the Constitutional Revolt. Things can get pretty wild after that, which means more fun. Starfather all the way, if not him, then Zarashat. Those two are the best paths in Kolfage. In fact, one of these paths leads into the other if you F things up enough. So those are just, the comments I made for that. And now we get into, I made one alternate history video. It was before the change to Hoi 4 content. And this person commented twice on those. So fatally bland and boring. All you did was color in a map of countries, states, and provinces without real detail. Then made up a story later on. And the story, for that matter, does not make any sense. For example, how did Australia manage to take New Zealand? I'm supposing the divergence in the 1900s. So how did Australians, who are used to hot, arid, flattened terrain, face an enemy in their own country, which is dotted with volcanoes, mountainous rainforest, jungles, little food resources, and humid as it's cold? Which, by the way, if they actually watched the video fully, which I'm assuming they didn't, I explained that they united peacefully. In fact, they never left. They stayed together because under the British, they were still one country. They weren't disunited during certain periods. And what happened is when they left the British, they, throughout the time under the British, never became two different colonies, and then stayed one country after the split. There just was never a New Zealand, ever. There was always an Australia that had New Zealand, which I explained. Apparently this person didn't watch the video fully or something, I don't know. I'd assume that both the Maoriani Europeans and New Zealand would work together. But since Australia's invading, I would say that British never took Australia. No. Why would a British territory invade another British territory? They didn't. If it's later on, it would still be the case. They didn't. New Zealand is very defendable. There's a reason why Maori were so feared when British first arrived. They dug trenches, used British weapons against them, established communities, networks. You could go on with just about every country here, but I think I've made my point. The thing is, they talked about the one country that I made a clear explanation. Create a divergent. Where does your alternate timeline start? No. That was the point. It was a completely different world. Like, that I was going to explain through everything. But you know who made me not want to? You. Thanks for that. But yeah, I made a completely new world. I actually had lore set up for a whole bunch of different countries. But I just never got around to it because this person made me annoyed. Read about it. If you know nothing about the history of something like that, you're an idiot. Australia, New Zealand. I made a way for it to be. Use real life references. I did. This is a mistake everyone makes. Don't be biased. Each country has advantages, disadvantages. Weave that into your story. Yeah, but you talked about one nation. One that I obviously had a thing about. It's just annoying. Kiwis and Aussies famously hate each other, at least historically. If Japan was even able to threaten them, that would mean that the U.S. didn't develop nukes. If Germany is unaffected, just World War II may not have happened at all. The Oceania is somehow a union, and that means it is independent from the Britain. All these countries were loyal, so why would they form a union against Japan when they are part of a much larger empire? Britain, that has a much more powerful navy. These things don't make sense. This is why I said you should make a new map to flesh it out. No. You idiot. You suck. I'm sorry, man, but you completely misconstrued the point. And you literally only talk about Asia throughout most of it. Actually, you mostly just talk about Australia, New Zealand, and Oceania, and how that part doesn't make sense, but I literally explained that. I had lore for why that happened too, but guess what? You disencouraged me and made me annoyed. So I just said, not worth it if there's gonna be people that suck and ruin the joy of things. I'm just gonna move on. So I did. Now what the H is this? Of the Hoi 4 era. This is just somebody, getting confused about why there are ponies in Hoi 4. My man sneezed and went through the portal of the Minecraft era. This is literally just talking about me sneezing as I go through a nether portal near the beginning of the video. Haha, not a bot comment. My stepbrother again of the Minecraft era. This is in the inscription era. That ending is BS. They made you to imagine new game is the right option to continue your game. Maybe exit the game. Anyways, thanks for making the video. I was out of the game yet. So that person's just somebody who stopped playing Inscription because they got confused. I mean, I just Googled how to do it. It was pretty obvious. Other people complained about it online, and other people had commented how. If you want to find out something, just research. I guess that's why they came to my video, though. So, hey, if research is why you find my channel and you to watch, I guess I'm not going to complain, but not a very exciting or interesting comment. This isn't the real final. I more long, very more long. Grammar? Anyone? But that's just someone that's talking about in the Inscription era. Beat that dream, short moment. Him, does it in 10 seconds. Dream, does it in 1 literal second. And then I put, I think Dream could have done it much better than me with practice, but check the description if you want to read why it was so difficult, and why I believe he might struggle with it to some too. And then he just said, okay. Which that one had context for why he said okay. And this is the Inscription era. Spoiler ahead, caution. Hey, I'm stuck in a dark room after reading him and having the film. Do you know how to proceed? And I just explained how to, and also the next video explained how to, but I just told him in the comment below. This came out Oc 19. I guess this is the final boss, ... for the cabin, yes. But for the game, no. I doubt anyone has finished the full game yet, so I shouldn't jump myself ahead of time. However, after seeing the full video of this, I have a way for you to move past the cabin. You need the camera and the film needed for the camera. I don't remember how it is received, but I remember you get it with the strange wolf. Again, I don't know how to get it, so resort to walkthroughs if needed. And yeah, that's just me. Again, a comment about me titling it wrong, and yeah, I just didn't know that there was more to the game. I mean, I assumed there might be, but I mean, I didn't know how to continue it. I finished the game. It took me 9 hours. That also, that was the first one I got on that video, and that made me think, okay, so I'm probably not done with the game. I beat it, but I'm stuck in the dark, in the cabin, Inscription era, another thing about that. Crazy, how are you playing this? Went down a while back, Card Wars era. I gave him a link to how I did it. It's on some, I don't remember what it's called right now, but, but yeah, you can find, if you really want to play Card Wars again, it's a game from my childhood that I very much enjoyed. You can go to the link in any of my Card Wars videos, but Very, very fun game. Though that's back in my no commentary era, where I just didn't really have mic at the moment, because all the Card Wars stuff and the Inscription stuff was right after my house burned down, so I didn't really have a mic anymore, or at least not any quality one of any kind. I had my little laptop mic that comes in my laptop, but because of that, yeah, I just made no commentary videos for a while. That wolf with 9 power was total overkill, and in the Inscription era. I loved Inscription so much. It was so much fun to play. But yeah, I just made a wolf that could one-shot every opponent. Do it, declare war on the entire world, burn down the reactionaries in thermonuclear flames, bring about a blue world order at last. Also, to answer your question, while there is no canon name for the world, the common accepted fanion is Faust, of the Hoi 4 era. This is the lowest comment from this user, but he has been around long enough where he does kind of get his own era. But you'll find, well, you'll see what I do with this like that. But I'll talk about him a little more once we get to his first comment. GOTY game of the year game. I guess that works, but anyways, I didn't notice that at the time. But yeah, Inscription era, I 100% agreed with him. WTF is this furry stuff? I just found this one funny, so I put it a little higher. But yeah, this is obviously talking about Equestrian War. I mean, it's not furry stuff, but I can understand the confusion. I'm not, though. Nothing wrong with them. Actually, I think I literally say that to another comment, just thinking I'm a furry later. Neat game, bro, of the Inscription era. I mean, this is just my stepbrother saying it's a neat game, and it is. I love that game. I was wondering the same. I just got this far, too, but wasn't sure if that was it or not. Guess I keep playing? Of the Inscription era. Just another person confused about how to keep going. If you want to create, join, or invite someone to a faction, remember that you have to set the correct game role before a game start. That only allows players to do these actions. Oh yeah, I almost forgot about that. Yeah, Met too. Yeah, that I remember talking about wanting to be able to make a faction with another nation at one point in I believe my Zeratina video, and one of those, and yeah, that person reminded me. Wait, are you a furry? No, I mean, nothing wrong with someone being one, but no, I'm definitely not into it. Okay, keep doing more good content, and I will sub right now to this channel. Alright, will do. I think they were like, if this guy's a furry, I'm not subscribing. I like his content, but I'm not subscribing to a furry. And then I said I wasn't one, and he's like, oh, okay, subscribed. Like, okay. Whatever, dude. Whatever. What the F am I looking at? Of the Hoi 4 era. Once again, person just being confused by ponies. Ponies seem to confuse people a lot. Hippogriphia, Aries First, Hardliners, Hoi 4 era. Just somebody giving a recommendation for who to play in Hoi 4. Careful, I lost a lot of ships in Green Bay. This is Galtastar. They've also commented quite a bit. I'll get to them more once we get their first comment they've ever given. Those lack of supplies are killing your tanks. You really need to upgrade those railroads in preparation if you want to span super heavy tanks, because they just guzzle supplies like no other unit. Also, yes, interesting things does happen when you choose to distance yourself from Skyfar. And, judged by the next comment, I didn't listen too well. Watching all those tanks suicide themselves in massive lack of supply, desert attrition, was kinda painful, not gonna lie. Yeah. One of the focuses unlocked decisions that allow you to create crystals from synthetic manufacturers at the cost of less rubber. So what is the end goal of this campaign? Will we bring the global revolution to every corner of the world and ensure global communist hegemony? The war with the Lunar Empire will be brutal if so. In the end, the series ended because I didn't want to fight a whole bunch of super powerful people and just ended it. at some point after trying for like an episode. To get further in the, you need a special eye, and then you can mess with the cuckoo clock for the film inscription era. I think this one I just accidentally put higher than it should have been. This one definitely isn't quite as interesting as some of the ones below it. But anyways, I just got really lucky on the moon fight, having a card that has what I think like a poison. The same effect that one of the snake cards have that kill a card that it attacks. Inscription era. I just found that funny that he took him out in one hit. Worm King Zeratia. Trust me on that one, bro. Hoi 4 era. This is the destined comment. This one... This comment is higher than some of the other ones that are just recommending a nation. Why? Because it led to the cat era. And here's a comment for the post-cat era. Yeah, apparently post-cat era is not as good as cat era. Post-cat Hoi 4 era. After the cat picks were destroyed. The island of Grinson Cliff is pronounced Green Cliff. Oh, should have read that part first. The nation of Deponia is pronounced Deponia, and the nation of Stalingrad, or Staliongrad, is a pun with the word stallion in it. Cool story, bro. Started a similar playthrough, but soon realized I can't figure out how to deploy 450 transport helicopters I have in storage. Oh, there's a decision that lets you automatically deploy your transport helicopters in all your divisions that have logistics companies or field hospitals in it. It costs 75 army experience and should be available in the military division after you stockpile enough of them. Thanks, mate. I like this comment because it has nothing to do with me. I don't respond to it at all, but somebody else responds to it. So because of that, it didn't pop in on my unresponded to comments because somebody else responded to it, apparently. So I just no idea I never responded to that comment. I think any of the two brotherhoods would do pretty well. Just another suggestion. Here's suggestions. I'm gonna choose Hippogriffia Harmony and Gretschia Harmony. River Republic Harmony and Bricker Harmony. We have Steingard Communism and New Maryland Communism, lefty side. Piccolo Harmony and Novigard Harmony. Griffonian Republic, all ideologies, and Quillian Republic, all ideologies, Republican art. Wingbody Communism and Griffon Liberation Harmony Communism. Changeling Land Supremacy and Crystal Empire Pyramid. Changeling Land Harmony and Alenia Harmony. Steingard Darkwing and Griffonian Empire Lord Protector. Hippogriffia Supremacy and Wingbody Supremacy. Crystal Empire Harmony / Communism and Wekishes and Harmony / Communism. Barrett Democracy Supremacy, not Vera and Virtue Villages Supremacy. Baltimore Republic Communism and Vancouver Communism. This is for the multiplayer short I did, so asking for suggestions. The problem is, after I made that, my friend who was going to play with me on multiplayer for that had their computer die, and they don't have a new one. So I never got to record that. But eventually I probably will. Eventually. True, that's a good newer combo now. I changed my comment to add more suggestions. Ah, okay. Hoi 4 era. Here's some suggestions. Hippogriffia Harmony and Gretschia Harmony. River Republic Harmony and Bricker Republic Harmony. Songhard Communism and New Maryland Communism Lefty Star. Pingaloo Harmony and Novigard Harmony. Griffonian Republic, all ideologies, and Quillian Republic, all ideology, Republican. Wingbardian Communism and Griffonian Liberation Army Communism. Changing Supremacy and Crystal Empire Supremacy. Changing Lance Harmony and Loonian Harmony. Songhard Supremacy and Griffonian Empire Lord Protector. Hippogriffia Supremacy and Wingbardian Supremacy. Crystal Empire Harmony Communism and Narcissistan Harmony Communism. Barred by Democracy Supremacy, not Mira and Farland Virtue Villages Supremacy. Oh, for the multiplayer game you mentioned, some faction combos you could try is a question with New Maryland, Crystal Empire, Stronger, Charmin, Ironic meaning, or a Crystal, or Changing Lands with Crystal Empire, King Sombra, Stalingrad, Supremacist leaning. If you don't want to play on the Equus continent, then maybe New Maryland and Griffin Republic. Any River Fed member plus Longsword, Pony Rebellion, Civil War faction. Helquin, Longsword, any pro Griffin Civil War faction plus King Wingbardy. Or for Zebrica, Tobak and Hippogriffia, Trip Terra for the Ascendancy, harder to get Civil War path for a Cult of the Indian Nation. Anyway, that's all my ideas. This is Mr. Kiddenface, the newest era, and the other half of the leading to the cat era. With those two combined, they created the cat era. But even though I quite enjoyed their comments, this comment's way down here because it's just another one suggesting nations, and I put all the ones suggesting nations around this same area. But Hoi 4 era. Okay then. This is Mr. Kittenface. First comment. Trip Terror with Lunar Civil War Force to Trigger would be fun, as I've only seen people play with the normal path before. Would be fun for me too, because I have not played Trip Terror at all yet. Somebody else, do it. Well, it's the most voted one at this point, so I think this will be the one I do. I'm excited to check it out. Whoop whoop. Video coming out probably tomorrow that both of you two will probably enjoy. And then Mr. Kittenface says, very uber cool. At this point in the one, I just was trying to get another person to continue watching my channel. Actually, another 2 people. And now we go on past them, as I'll get into more of them when I get to my favorite comments from them. Very entertaining Hoi 4 video, mate. If you don't mind, I wanted to ask if you could watch my latest Hoi 4 video and let me know what you think I could improve. This one's nice because they're, telling me it's very entertaining. I never saw this comment. I didn't even know they posted it. I never watched any of their videos. I never told them if they could improve. I only knew that comment existed when I was starting to work on this video. So sorry, Hand of War. Hope you're still watching. If you are, I might go check out your channel. Sorry about that. Whoops. Nice video. I need to get back on Hoi 4. And I remember I responded to this one. Yes, you totally do. It's totally recommended. Of the Hoi 4 era. When the news said by Ares, it was referring to the capital, Mount Ares, of the Hoi 4 era. Yeah, makes sense. In Tay decisions, you can build factories of the Hoi 4 era. This one only got so far up because I found the Tay funny for some reason. Azur says it sounds like a League of Legends character. This is the second time someone has asked me to play Azur, despite them not having a focus tree. I don't know what is up with the popularity of that random nation in my votes. Funny name, I guess. Yeah, for some reason, every time I've done a public vote, it's either gotten a lot of votes when I told people not to vote for it in one of them, or it's been recommended to be chosen, even when I didn't. For some reason, Azur is popular, I guess. I don't know. People want specific people want Azur. Why? I'm not sure. I just subbed. EAW is my favorite mod. Thanks for subbing, user. I love just how funky and weird this communist path is. Aliens, ancient conspiracy, and atomic religion. It's just like if some weird space nerd led a communist revolution. Which is, I guess, exactly what happened. I just found that comment hilarious. Because that is literally what's happening. It's just, yeah. Insanity ensues. After those nuclear reactors, I would start building mini civilian factories, because as you proceed with the focus tree, you'll have to spend a lot of consumer goods to complete special projects, and achieving a post-scarcity society is also going to be very industry expensive. So I did, after spending a little more time working on construction of nuclear factories. Just think, the Trimmers Queen, Grey Boy Worms, Sheikah Infantry, and a Blasting Kaz of the Cat Hoi 4 era. Haha, it has a lot of fun. Rousey is adorable and cute. It even made me want to dance. Of the Deltarune era. This person didn't comment enough to make their own little section as a specific person, but they, in a later comment you're gonna see, are the first person to really heavily comment me, specifically me, and that was just nice. Like, thank you. If you're still watching, which you're probably not, to completely change the type of content I'm doing since then, thank you for the support. That was really helpful during that time period. I had that exact same issue with the looping audio and 2 games running. Interesting, what an annoying thing to just randomly happen. For a while, my whole floor just automatically opened 2 times. It just stopped today. Today stopped. I have no idea why it started or why it stopped. Weird. Exactly the same, not happening with TNO or OWB, just UW. For me, it happened with all mods, including even base game, but then it just stopped. And it still randomly might happen, but it doesn't happen nearly as much as you used to. Can you play Hippogriphia under the Sirens Next Cat Hoi 4 era? I have not done that one, so maybe I'll get to doing that country at some point. Don't annex any Wingbardian territory. Great video, by the way. Of the Hoi 4 era. Alright, and then we got, I felt a bullet right in the childhood from the Tough Puppy moment. Now, Tough Puppy was literally just like 2 videos, so I consider that more of a moment than an era, like with the dream moment, can you beat this dream moment of that one short. But this is just someone who loved that game as a child, and I agreed. Tough Puppy, that Tough Puppy game, I remember it so fondly, and honestly, it probably wasn't as good as I remembered, but it was definitely fun to play back through and just be able to check it out again. At last, the Blue Revolution begins. Hoi 4 era. This is the first comment from Faye Sirianu, however you pronounce it exactly. But yes, this person has commented a lot on my channel, big supporter, helped me just getting comments. Very cool guy, or probably guy. I have so few girls that watch Hoi. For some reason, girls don't watch Paradox games. I've realized that from a lot of different YouTubers, including myself. The statistics just change to barely any girls the moment you do Paradox games. Why? I couldn't really tell you. The best way I found to win this war is to try and grind the Chirp Terran army a little by building forts across the river, and then pull back, leading the Chirp Terran's army into a trap to encircle a large bunch of their divisions northeast of Tobuk proper. Rinse and repeat until the dirty bats no longer hold their lines. Of the Hoi 4 era. I remember saying, I wish I knew that sooner, because I really did poorly in that war. I think that's the first time I had to restart a run. Was the Tobuk. Pog! My first comment ever. And it's of the Minecraft era. My earliest era. This one, it's just somebody being nice, pogging about my channel, a complete rando. And it's just a nice comment for my first comment ever. This one really made it up so high, mostly because it's my first comment ever, and it just felt so good at the time to get a comment. Cheer for Hippogriphia of the Hoi 4 era. I just like that. Cheer for Hippogriphia! Woo! Woo! Gotta ask, is No Step Back worth the price? I like the Man Guns DLC and Mickey the Perfect Ship. Thought I'd ask for 2 cents. If you do, make sure to get it during a Steam sale, because the only reason I have all the DLCs is because I got them all during different Steam sales. They are way too pricey at base price. For me, it was worth getting, but mostly because I play the game so much. I love using the tank designer. How it honestly got me to actually start using tanks more often, like I probably should have been doing the whole time. I still don't use tanks quite as much as I should, but oh well. I'm fairly neutral of the new supply system. I think it makes more sense and is more well made, but also a little more complicated. Makes attrition do a lot more damaging. It really just depends on how much you are playing the game to see if you are going to get time investment from the cost you have to pay. Steam sale is. Thanks. You're welcome. Yeah, that's just me telling Delta Star about, yeah, Hoi 4 good. If you play it, get DLC during Steam sale. Honestly, from all the paths Tobuk has, Walnut has the most wholesome of the bunch. I won't spoil it, but you should check it out. I know I haven't played that one on YouTube, but I have checked out Walnut's path, and it is really, really, really wholesome. And to get Peace Shooter's best ending, you need 100 million bits overseas. It's quite hard to achieve, but it's possible from the Hoi 4 era. I'll tell you about this one. I tried to get the 100 bits for like 2 hours. No one else on YouTube had done it at the time. I don't know if they have now. But I tried for like 2 hours. And I got it through cheating. I was like 3 days off from getting it on my last run. But I couldn't save those 3 days anywhere. So that one was a complete failure. And I didn't know of any other path to get there. Like, I was literally just days off from being able to get it. But nope. And I still haven't got it yet. I gave up after that, like, 2-3 hour session of trying and never came back to it. I highly recommend you go for a gas attack. It's very overpowered. It is the right side of the mission tree under the military branch of the Hoi 4 era. Just someone giving me a recommendation on how to play a nation. Nothing wrong with that. Can't wait. Please enable free volunteer Merc Nation. Thanks. If you have any country suggestions that may be fun to play co-op with my friend, please go ahead and put it down. Twin Mothers and Legate Linus versus the Legion, or the General and the Coffee Baron of Mexico. Yeah, just somebody giving me country suggestions. Put this one higher than others for no apparent reason. Just accidentally put it up here. Needs more JPEG. Post moment. I just found that one kind of funny. I'm going to Tough. Tough versus Doom. The tough puppy moment. I actually don't know why this one got so high. That probably should have been a little lower. It took a while to set up these orders. Some of them might not be perfectly of my opinion, but that's because there's way too many comments to do. Well then, I wish you good luck on your finals of the Hoi 4 era. Actually, I think this should be post. I think this was a post that they commented on. But anyways, this was a post, I believe. So yeah. But yeah, I posted about I was busy from doing finals and couldn't post videos, and that's why, and they just said that to me. When you are done with the series, can you play the River Federation? Initiation, the River Federation. I'm not picky. This is the current series I'm doing. I'm playing in the River Federation right now. If you're still watching, I hope you're enjoying that series. Just another recommendation I was given, and I'm doing it now. The reason that the Constitutionalists got the victory is that the Coltvans are separatists, who don't care for Colthage, while the Constitutionalists wanted to overthrow the role of Colthage proper. If you had continued this timeline, then I'm sure the separatists and the so-called Constitutionalists would have made up their differences peacefully through the power and friendship that no further conflict would tear apart the Zonican people into further unrest and instability that would give way for more and more extremist groups to take advantage of the chaos and seize power. Nope, that can't happen. Coltvan Colthaginian Republic would have just been besties for life. Yeah, this was me getting annoyed on why they got it, which I get the reasoning, but come on, I literally took their capital. I took most of their nation. I should get it. But, oh well. So I just made a timeline where they don't rebel, I do, and I just defeated them on my own so that I could get the accidental revolution. Loving the videos and the new update. So far, Posida and my custom version of Chirptera, where it's set to historical AI, but volunteers and land lease on, and just meddle with every country, supplying arms to one, then volunteers to the other, being pure evil, sowing as much evil and chaos in the name of Luna. I just found that funny. Like, that is a funny way to play. Spoilers below. Posida and our ideology is based on real ideology / cult, which believe nuclear war will lead to communism. Aliens exist and they are communists because only a communist society can reach interstellar travel technology. Dolphins can teach us a lot of things. Wiki link below. Yeah, that's just interesting to learn. I did not know that. It was, yeah, definitely quite interesting. Oh, this comment, I was waiting for this one. The fun loads of how if you smoke a mountain of weed, I can hope that you can see the final as soon as possible. Inscription era. I don't know what they're saying. This one's just funny to me because I think they're on a mountain of weed writing this comment, probably. But, man, I don't know what they're saying, but that's just a funny comment to me, so I put it high on the list. Christian Aurora really has such great writing and developed nations. Looking forward to see how Carthagena progresses. It really is. It's probably my favorite mod on the Steam Workshop. Just me agreeing with someone and enjoying the same mod. Glad you've posted videos again. I'll be sure to comment on all of them with nonsensical garbage and unfunny jokes. Unfunny, sure. Nice show, but content. Just someone being nice. Niceness gets you up. Not in that way. The screen is too zoomed into the game. I know, I fixed it in episode 3, but it'll just have to be a weird quirk of the first 2 parts, as I didn't notice it while I was recording. I really love your style. I can't wait to see where this run goes. I really just put this one for the 3rd comment. I don't really care for the other ones, like the first one. It's just telling me something. But I do really think the other one was just someone being nice. I'm so excited to see this and future playthroughs. To see it from a fellow fan. I can't wait. Just someone enjoying my content once again. It's actually the same person as the one before. They have a small... They're on for a little bit. What happened to episode 6? Did the reactionaries steal it? I just found that second part funny, so it got high on the list. For sure I will be watching Hermits at War era. Somebody's actually like a YouTuber commented just saying they'll watch it because it's Hermits at War. That was a pretty brief... Actually, that shouldn't be... Moment. Okay. My keyboard is far away from me because I have to put it behind my, my speaker, and I'm just on my mouse right now, so I had to reach over. After a brief hiatus, we are back with Equestria Strikeout Cats at War mod for Hoi H4. I think they just meant Hoi 4. The Cat Hoi 4 era. Yep, just good old Cat Hoi 4. Cats at War mod. Damn, I remember playing Kingdom of Loathing in the library in school literally nearly 2 decades ago. Cool to see that creators still doing this kind of stuff. Kingdom of Loathing. That's more of a... That's not an era. That's a moment. I played like 2 videos of that. Though I'm still playing it on my own. It's a pretty fun game. I just wasn't really getting as many views with it, and I didn't have as much fun recording it as I did just playing it alone, so I just decided, I'll stop recording. I'll keep playing on my own, though. And so, like all good things, the cat portrait series must come to an end. Well, it was fun while it lasted, and I'm excited to see what's next. The cat portraits were a fun time. Yeah, the first one I've seen so far picked Cheese Wizard, like me. Everyone else picked Jazz Agent or Pig Skinner. Nice, I always choose the wizard type when I play games for the first time. I just love playing as a wizard. This one I put high just because of my comment, actually, not even theirs. I just wanted to mention that, yeah, the Kingdom... Oh, I even put Moment on this one, in like the other one. Strange. But, yeah, I just very much enjoy playing the wizard in all games. Like, even like Dungeons and Dragons, before we were playing fully real Dungeons and Dragons, we call it the PE room era, where we basically didn't actually play with any official rules. We just played it with nothing. We didn't even read the D&D anything. We just made it up as we went. But I played as a wizard every time during that era. I need to actually play wizard again, now that we're actually using the rules of D&D. Finally caught up and have thoroughly enjoyed the positive playthrough. Now on to watching Tobuck of the Hoi 4 era. Just someone enjoying my videos. The communists have the music, they might be giants, Link. This is amazing, I love this so much, it's hilarious, but also surprising, be really, really well made. I used to be a radical libertarian leftist myself back in my teens, so I remember some of the real songs, both Swedish and in other languages, International, Swedish version of International, Lost Brigade, Spanish art anarchist song, which are you on, English anti-capitalist song, etc. Now I'm more of a radical centrist with center-left economics, libertarian and conservative ideas versus society, magnetic, civilization, so interesting. I have a video on my channel, my thoughts on fundamental philosophy and economics, comics where I explain some of my current political views. I just put this one high because it showed me this song that I really enjoyed. That's really it. Fun fact, during this path you can make all 4 ideologies be different wings of the Communist Party. Since you decide to work with everyone instead of pursuing ideological purity during the revolution, and then picked council communism over centralism, non-aligned became the anarchist wing of the party. If you had compromised with the harmonists, then harmony would have become the moderate wing of the party. If you had given the imperialists a life sentence instead of a firing squad, then crack lightning would have tried to join the party, and if you accepted them, then supremacy would have become the Nazbol wing of the party. This is important in case you want to go hippogriffy as more wacky communist paths. Yes, even more wacky than this one. I haven't done that yet, but I kind of want to at some point, either in single player or on YouTube. But I just think that's so funny that that's able to be done. The Carthaginian slavers are defeated. No more slavery and debt servitude to keep the workers down. Now onward towards deposing corrupt monarchies, backwards tribal councils, and insane demon cultists. Woo! Thank you for sharing. It's also sad to lose any kind of pet, but especially cats. Yeah, that's from a post I made that's just showing the cat that I put in the video. Or no, this is from the short where I put, or this is from the post I put all the cats I had that burned in the fire that my house had, sadly. I missed them dearly, but, yeah. Anyways, you pro, beat that dream short moment. Just someone calling me a pro. Love that. Congrats for hitting 100 subs, 100 subscriber announcement moment. Just someone congratulating me, always good. Glad to hear you will be back soon of the Hoi 4 era. Just glad to be liked. I didn't know Posita was female until I saw the pinup on the Reddit riding a nuke. Hoi 4 era. Yeah, this one I put so high because I didn't realize Posita was a female until the first event about her that mentioned she was. Her image definitely made me think she was a male. Whoops. Sorry, Posita. I didn't mean anything by it. Ootsters, you did a fantastic picture. Hoi 4 era. This is from, I don't know if all of you saw it, but one of my videos I had to restart the run because it was the one where I had Equestria go through the Civil War, and I supported Luna as the nation in Zebrica, and my save corrupted because they updated Equestria Roar mid-run, so I had to restart. So I made this big time travel scene at the beginning of the video that I worked really hard on, and I got this one and one more comment. That I said it was good. Now that's the time. Now that the time travel shenanigans have been dealt with, I'm just watching, can go back to the task at Hoof. The Lunar Empire shall conquer all of Equies. Terra shall conquer Zebrica, and New Maryland will get their lunch money stolen by Wingbardy. Cry to the new Lunar Empire about it, and hopefully cause Nightmare Moon to intervene, leading to the eventual conquering of Griffonia as well. All the world shall be covered in the glory of the night. Even if the Lunar Empire doesn't get involved in Griffonia, 2 out of 3 continents is still a pretty good ratio. Easily my most successful series at just conquering a lot. Underrated, not gonna lie. Don't know how I found you, but I'm glad. Being called underrated is the best feeling, because I know I'm a small channel. Now, you could say I'm great for a small channel. That I can get. But me being underrated feels really good, because I feel like I'm a quality channel, but I'm not like a underrated channel. I'm just pretty good for my size. But being called underrated is like a big deal, just because it's like, me? Deserving more? Are you sure? I mean, I'll take it. Subscribe then, I suppose, but thanks. Hi is so cool and funny, Deltarune era. That was just a really sweet comment. It was one of my earliest, if not my earliest, just comment being nice and supportive, and that one was so game-changing to me, especially because I was getting not many views anymore. Since the Inscription series, that series only got like somewhere between like 8 and 20 views per video, so it felt a little demoralizing. But that person really pushed me and keeping going. Just from that one comment alone. I would say the EAW content is good so far, and so I would recommend the Harness route for Walnut Drive and Tobuck. But anyways, this mod still has a lot of content you can choose from. There's another person supporting me. Nothing wrong with that. Glad I only have half a day at school tomorrow. I'll try my best to be there. Cat Hoi 4 era. Just getting excited for the 100 subscriber stream and watching me have cats. Pea Shooter is just hustling. Why let pesky things like morals get in the way of good business and fortune for your family? Oh yeah! Love that the thumbnail is just your cat's face. Shame the actual cat leader portraits in game are being replaced one by one, but the video is still great nonetheless. I thought it would be funny just to have the cat's picture be the thumbnail. Plus the thumbnail is always the country leader, and my cat is the country leader. So, also glad you are enjoying the content. Just Mr. Kittenface enjoying the content, and me doing their cat idea. Those cats were so difficult to put in the game and to take out of the game. So much work. But it's worth it for the fans. For the fans! So you mean to tell me you're trying to peacefully integrate foreign cultures rather than mass genociding the heretics? I must have accidentally started playing a different Zebrica nation, as this clearly not Chirptera. We are reformed. We genocide in secret instead of genociding openly now. We have to at least keep up the facade of this new government being different than the last. Gosh. Come on. Gosh. Keep up with the task at hand. Jeesh. Ponies at the ready. Looking forward to the live. I just liked that they used the ponies at the ready reference to what they actually say in the mod. Mr. Cuddlesworth of Worthington is Arcanus Brees Deathclaw traveling companion in his Fallout adventures. I don't know why I put that one so high. I think that one deserved to be a little lower. Cats will be involved in a way. Smirk or smile. This pleases me. I just love the way they say that. Just, this pleases me. Oh, can't wait. Another person excited for the stream. I 100% meant for the stream to go a little longer, but apparently when you press end stream, it ends where the stream delay is currently, and not where you have actually streamed up to. Thanks, YouTube. Oh well, not much of a loss, I guess. It is good to know in the future. I had a fun time watching the stream. Thanks for the content, and more important, the cats. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Glad to read your funny contents and entertain. Just glad to know people are enjoying. Mr. Kittenface is like the only person that actually was watching that stream throughout the whole thing. There were other people that popped in and out, but they were the only person that was there like the whole time. There was like one or two other people that were there a lot of it. But Mr. Kittenface is a true supporter. They're a great guy. Playing alongside, I love Chirptera. Just have volunteers on sending legions to fight random proxy wars in Luna's name. I got her like 2,000 flintlocks from Pride to win. Nice. Love seeing that someone is playing along with me. That's just awesome. The first person to ever play along with me. I just love that somebody goes actually like, hey, I'm going to play along while watching this person. Like, that's something I do. I do a lot, and it's just really cool to see someone else doing that with my content. What an absolutely beautiful feline. Cat out of 10. Would cat again. I just find cat out of 10, would cat again funny. Is Applejack a background pony? I mean, she was honestly probably my least favorite of the main 6. Or 7, because I honestly love Starlight Glimmer so much. The only thing I dislike about her is how they actually did the redemption. But I loved her before and after. The redemption and after it. Pinkie Pie beats them all, though. Poor Applejack doesn't even get it. Probably doesn't not even get in my top 8. Yeah, Starlight Glimmer was a great addition to the show, though Rainbow Dash has been my favorite pony ever since I started watching MLP in mid-2014. Rainbow Dash is probably my 4th favorite, going after Pinkie Pie, Starlight Glimmer, Fluttershy, then Rainbow Dash. Also did not get into the show until around 2018, but I rewatch it at least once a year. It took me until this Hoi 4 mod came out, and I played it for a while to convince me to watch the show. I decided if the show is even half as good as the mod it's based on it, I'll love it. So I watched it and was shocked by how good it got. It is so underrated because it is thought of a girl-kids show, and that just sucks. Some episodes really stretch the Y7 rating, especially Season 5. While I still watch the show from time to time, I've grown to focus more on the fandom side of things over the years. I've got over 600 Brony songs downloaded. I even upload some covers on my channel, even if they are rough. And I visit Equestria daily. I enjoy a lot of the music that fandom creates, and the animations I have seen are awesome, but I'm more into the show than the fandom as a whole. I more think of it as a very underrated show that I really enjoyed than anything else. I'm more of a big fan than a big part of the community. Thought the fan work I have seen is amazing, though. Since Pinkie Pie is your favorite, I'd recommend the concept album, The Pink Side of the Moon by Dever Free Brony, if you haven't heard it already. I have heard it now. It is definitely pretty good. Yeah, I'm actually a big fan of the actual show, if you haven't realized. I would recommend it 100%. My Little Pony is actually a very good show. It does have some kiddie moments, especially in Season 1 and a good bit of Season 2. But the further you get into it, it actually gets to, as they said, stretch past the Y7 rating quite a lot. Like, it struggles to keep... Like, I'm surprised they let some of the things that happened in the show happen. I definitely am. It's a shame to hear you had to restart, but I suppose it's best to be thankful you were at the beginning of the playthrough and not nearly finished. Also, this update is clearly a last-ditch attempt from Celestia to stop Nightmare Moon from winning. This comment about this updated clearly last-ditch attempt from Celestia to stop Nightmare Moon from winning is the reason I did the time travel thing at the start of the video. That was what made me think, maybe it is a last-ditch attempt from Celestia. How can I make that fit with actual My Little Pony lore? The time travel scroll that Celestia has in the library, that could have been used to time travel back. And then our second playthrough, we can say we now have that knowledge, so we stop that from happening in this new timeline. So, that's how I came up with the way of explaining what happened to change how things occurred through the first and second videos. Well, this has been a great series. Glad you took my request. I look forward to seeing you finish the Worm Cat Queen stream, and then see what you do next. Thank you so much, and yeah, it has been a lot of fun. Glad to have your support, as it has been super encouraging for me in making vids. It really has. Mr. Kittenface is awesome. Delta Star, probably the second most awesome. Luna scared me too. Was totally unprepared for that instant war. I was somewhat prepared for it, but I definitely was not expecting it. Had to change plans to help her out. Just glad I had not started my war yet. Well, that was an embarrassing defeat for the Changelings. Usually they make it to Canterlot before being pushed back, but this time they barely stopped over the border before being pushed all the way back into the sea. I guess the Changelings are not so tough when they have to fight against someone actually competent rather than Mrs. Wholesome 100 huggy friendship rainbow hair. At least the Changelings managed to put up more of a fight than the Carthaginian Republic, who collapsed the moment you breathed on them. Yes, at least the Changelings was a fight in a way. The Carthaginians truly were lucky I had to go support my Empress, as it let them live out their lives just a little bit longer before their utter destruction. They had no chance against the wrath of the Nightmare's elite protectors. I just love the RP in those comments. I love role-playing in the comment section as my leaders, and when somebody else roleplays as something in the world or roleplays with me. It's just so much fun, and Mr. Kittenface is the one that does that the most. I have no clue when I subscribe to you. Well, I'm glad to have you here. Post-Cat Hoi 4 era. Tree has commented 2 times. Their first time was 5 days ago, well, now like a week ago, and the last time was around like 3-4 days ago probably, but at the time 1 day ago. And they were interesting because they had no clue that they were subscribed. Who knows when they first subscribed, but for the first time they're commenting on my channel a bit, which is cool. From whenever they first subscribed, I don't know. That rancher advertisement made me crabby. It was pretty amazing. It was a pretty amazing event. Hats off to whoever wrote it. They really did They really did good on it. That rancher advertisement was really good. I loved how they did that. It was just funny. Damn, beat that dream short moment. Just someone not even saying anything else, just going, damn, at how impressive what I do is. What felt so good at the time. Like, that was just a cool comment to get. Just someone purely impressed. And that's it. Hi, Cat, the best of all cats. Post moment. Yep, I liked that one just because it was my friend who was also a YouTuber. Little promotion time. Check out Rust Bucket's channel. He's a really good content creator, and I'm in the videos, so they have to be good. Every video I'm in, which is his newest ones, the horror game series he's currently doing that I'm in, 100% recommend. They're the best. How could you not like a video when I'm in it? Voila. The best around. Never gonna get you down. I'm stupid. Next we got Glad Your Sister's Okay, Rip in Peace Headphones, 20XX through 2023 post moment. This is just another post I made. It was about how I couldn't really put out videos because my headphones broke, because my little sister fell and they were on her head. Luckily my little sister's completely fine, but yeah, the headphones died. That's currently partially what inspired me to make this video, because I couldn't record my normal videos, or I can record them, but I can't edit them really because I need my headphones to be able to listen back to myself. So right now this is also being recorded without headphones, so I can't listen in on like the recording to see how it sounds. So hopefully this is good. Oh boy, looks like I better start commenting on all your videos for a chance to be featured. Wait a minute. Lol. Yeah, I put a post out, a YouTube post, or, saying that, oh, I'm putting out a video, and all the comments that have ever been put are gonna be in it. And, that's the only comment I've gotten on that one. And, yeah. Yeah, it's a person that's definitely been commenting already. A lot. They don't really need to comment more. Glad to see you back with another video. It was amusing to hear the cat purchases put up a strong resistance to being removed. Guess the cats are just too powerful. Anyways, monarchy for life. I hate it when people can vote and do stuff like make the wrong choice supporting any policy I disagree with. So why risk it? Just get rid of voting for good. Truly the best plan. I'm glad to be back as well. Yeah, the cats were breaking my game and refusing to leave. I'm 100% not a good modder. True. Lol. But yes, monarchism will rise and defeat the anarchistical new false beliefs that are ruining society. That's post-Cat Hoi 4 era. That's the current run I'm doing. Equestria War opened twice. The fun has been doubled, Luna. I just love how they used that quote. The fun has been doubled. That's in the Hoi 4 era. And so it begins. The waters of liberation shall bathe the entire world in ash, and form it a new world order shall it be born, a communist world order. And that's the Hoi 4 era. You can guess which one I was playing. Good old Posita. Very fun run. Maybe the one I had the most fun with. Let the night rule eternal! Yes. Yes. The night. That's actually on a YouTube post where I showed the dark mode of Hoi 4. Basically, my Hoi 4 had a glitch for a time where the screen was dark whenever for me, but not for the viewers. So I was like, and it happened late into the stream. So I was like, guys, is this messed up for you guys as well? And they said no. So I just finished up the stream with it like that. But I posted a post about how it looked, and yeah, it looked horrible. So there's a few memes about that. I have no idea what to recommend, so I'll just say I've really been enjoying your channel. I'm glad I decided to subscribe, although whatever you end up choosing, if it includes cats, I'll be very happy. 100 subscriber announcement moment. This one is not only just Mr. Kitten Face enjoying my channel, but it's also, if it includes cats, I'll be very happy. Another part of what led to the cat era that Mr. Kitten Face was the main inspiration for. The night will last forever! Nightmare Moon has decreed the world will be dark and night will reign forever. That's a post moment. That's another meme about that post. Wait for dark mode. The one-time light mode is better. True, we finally found it. The missing link. The reason light mode exists in this world. It's Hoi 4. And yeah, it's just another meme about the fact that it glitched. I have no idea what Hearts of Iron is, so I'm gonna assume the horses are normal. My channel has no evidence otherwise, since all my Hoi 4 videos are about the horsies, which technically isn't true. I forgot about it at the time, but there is the Hermits at War mod I did like 2 videos on. So that's technically not true, but I didn't remember that at the time. Are the horses not normal? 3 words. Hoi 4 modding community. Mr. Kitten Face chimes in. Yes, the horses are normal. However, I'm pretty sure there's this weird fan mod that changes all the horses to people and takes place in real world World War II. And then Tree says back, man, people mod, the weirdest things into games. Yeah, I know. Why would you have a thing where it's World War II? Like, that's just a weird thing. Tree gets it. And this is Tree 2. Tree's only other comment they put. I thought theirs was good. I put them as a potential era in the future just because of the response to Mr. Kitten Face and how it felt like a potential role player. I liked their comment. Well, I liked every comment, but that's beside the point. Keep it up. Love the content. Hoi 4 era. First, Delta Star. This is Delta Star's first comment. You've seen quite a few of them already. But, yeah, they have their... But, yeah, that's their first comment they had ever put. I wonder what Nightmare Moon's reaction was when she started the Civil War, only to have a massive army show up at Equestria's Coast to assist her, saying, hey, we've been waiting over 1,000 years for you to show up. Long time no see, friend. True, I'm sure she was absolutely delighted and thought something like, wow, I'm so thankful for all this support, but this just feels random and unexpected. Well, we're here bowing to her, telling her we'll do anything to support her forever. What a great dynamic. Yeah, I really enjoyed that comment. And that's of the Hoi 4 era. Wait, why would any civilization with primarily horse population have any kind of major fishing industry? Horses and all equine species are herbivores, unless there's a large enough griffin population with a city to sell to. I don't see why fishing would be that important. And City doesn't seem like the type of country that would be interested in selling to griffins, especially when going to either the monarchist or Republican vanguard route. To summarize, this massive plot hole in the lore makes absolutely no sense, and ruins my immersion. Minus 14 out of 10. Literally unplayable. I want a refund on my continued existence. And I said, well, maybe we could use the fish to catch the griffins in traps when they do the raids. Any pony of any merit would tell you that they are dumb enough to fall for it. Just a bit of RP. I'm not griffinist, I guess would be the word. And then somebody else said, maybe they sell it to the dogs. And I said, true. Probably a much more reasonable reason in the post-cat Hoi 4 era, but you know. Well, whatever. So when Heavenly Snow takes the throne of Lake City, which was already a monarchy once, he's considered a threat to democracy and tyrant. But when the Alicorn sisters take control of Equestria, completely unelected by the way, for several thousand years, they are considered benevolent and a beacon of liberty or harmony. Shake my head. The double standards for Alicorns is getting out of hoofs. At least I will allow death to guide me. When I die, I lose power of my nation. The Alicorns fight death itself, their fragile ego, not letting their nation continue without me. They are an honorless, egotistical hypocrites. And then Mr. Kiddenface says, this sounds like the Dread League would say when they find out Alicorns are immortal. Huh. You know what? Very true. And it is very true. I think that's more of a Dread League response. Break an RP. Break an RP. You know, mess up. That should have been saved for a Dread League playthrough. Which I probably won't be doing for a while. Because I've only did Dread League like once or twice. And I failed. So, yeah. Post-Cat. And that's in the Post-Cat Way4 era. River Federation. Passing new edicts for more racial equality. Hellquinn just a few feet away from them. Hysterically laughing. Yeah, Hellquill is a real menace, just chilling right beside us. Once we are united, we will use our power to stop their evil ways. Wahahaha, yes, we will stop those villains. Waha. And yeah, that's just continuing on the RP train. Dear Celestia, you claim to control the sun, yet we can deploy a sun anywhere we choose. Chirptera, after inventing nuclear weapons. Also, yes, the Shadow Bolts technically never existed, as they were just an illusion created by her Nightmare Moon to trick Rainbow Dash into abandoning her friends. I mean, of course I don't know anything about that. I would never watch some kids show. I'm an adult after all. What do you mean you didn't accuse me of anything? No, I'm not trying to hide anything. Leave me alone. Lol. 1, absolutely love that quote. 2, nothing to be ashamed of. It honestly is a really good show. Why would I have anything to be ashamed of? I told you, I'm definitely not hiding anything. Nope, not me. Definitely not me. And obviously, they aren't hiding anything. Verbal wink. Wink. Yep. So, yeah. I talked in the episode how I was like, I'm pretty sure that's not actually canon to the lore that they exist. I'm pretty sure they don't. And yeah, I was right. Bats to the west of me, tribals to the right, and here I am stuck in the middle of you. All that's left now is for Rosina to come knocking and wanting their city back as well. Ha! But I'm sure our brilliant president has a plan for this. And I responded, your president, the savior of the republic, will save this nation, no matter the cost. I will push in all directions to take the country back. I walk into my office after ending the remarks of my speech. I'm just glad I still have some boats left. Might have to prepare one. That was in my failed run as Tobuck. My comment to the first, to the episode before the failure. Or it might have even been the episode of my failure, one of the two. And yeah, that one. But I succeeded on the second try, so you know, woo. I can just imagine the Carthaginian Republic sweating bullets at the idea of having to fight Chirptera. When you have the biggest sigh of relief when it's Stalingrad, and then the Changing Lands declared war on the Lunar Empire, sending the Chirptera legions all the way to another continent. They are lucky to have a little extra time to live. And as we found out from an earlier comment, we are right, because I defeated both of them quickly and then turned around and murdered them quickly as well. Out of all the people who have EAW videos on YouTube, you are my favorite because you read all the lore, be it countries' histories, character stories, or flavor text on focuses. I remember reading that, and that was the nicest comment. I felt like, man, this is the nicest comment I've ever gotten at that point. And that just felt good. So good. Breaking news for Nightmare Moon drops by 100% after the reveal of her proposed new borders in Gravonia after the War of Kingdom of Wingbardy. Gotta love AI peace steals. Yeah, the AI makes the most cursed peace steals ever. Thank goodness for the state transfer mod. And yeah, 100% right. Evening, mate. Lead writer for Tobuck here. It's lovely to see someone enjoying our content and particularly my writing. If I may be a little self-indulgent, hearing my own work being read out is both strange and immensely rewarding at the same time. I hope you continue to enjoy what Vasil has to offer, and that you give the other paths a good go as well, with my personal recommendation being Eliza or Walnut. P.S. Since you seem to enjoy a good read and I enjoy being read to, the starting generals all have unique descriptions, including both Growler and Migra, who happens to be my OC. Keep up the good work and enjoy. Once I actually get around to playing a second path to Tobuck, I'll redo the generals with it, but this is the person that, one, it felt awesome hearing that about somebody working on the mod was enjoying my videos. Like, that's just cool. Like, super cool. Like, that just felt awesome. But, as well, they're the person that led me to think, oh, I should be reading the general text. I forgot the generals have descriptions. So, now, in my future runs, I've begun to read the generals' descriptions as well. Well done on your quick victory in the Civil War. Now to deal with those other silly breakaway factions, and those filthy Reds in Stalingrad. Actually, now that I think about it, the Zebracut update, along with Terra Nation, has made a merciful route, Nightmare Moon, kinda awkward. Our beloved Empress! We have slaughtered the heretic solar forces, and now hold the generals of the heathen army captive. How should we execute them? Well, actually, I was planning on letting them go. After all, they were just fighting for what they believed was right. Oh, well, if that's what you declare to be the best, our beloved Empress, then so be it. Also, I'm letting the elements of harmony go home as well. I see no point in acting on petty revenge. But they were responsible for stopping you at your first return. You couldn't just... I mean, if that's what you believe to be best, your most loyal subjects shall obey. Also, I'm allowing any pony to worship whoever they please, even Celestia. So I'll need you to cease in your more extreme acts of devotion in my god. But I mean, if that's your will, Nightmare Moon, so be it. Proceeds to scream in agony in the next room after leaving. This is my favorite comment I've ever gotten on my channel. This is all just way too true. Thank you for the kind words. I must never comment on videos I watch, so I'm glad you liked it. Anyways, if you give them the option, maybe you should go for an unaligned options rather than a supremacist one for this Europe Terror playthrough, to show that the nation has calmed down since the return of Nightmare Moon. That's an interesting idea. I might just have to do that, depending on what sorts of events that allow me to be more non-aligned, of course. And that's what led me to go with an online path. Honestly, if I didn't get that comment, I probably would have gone the supremacist path, because supremacists get more expansion, so they're usually the path I go towards, either that or a communist path, since usually the extreme ideologies get a lot more expansion opportunities. But, since I got a comment about it, I decided, I'll go ahead and go with the one they recommend. Today's Daily Griffonia News. The Archon of Griffin Empire claims 90% of western Griffonia coast in order to build more beach resorts. Rumor has it the Archon will use these new resorts as churches as well as tourist traps, in order to spread the words of Berrios. I tried to say Bellos from the Owl House. Thanks me. Hitler Bird of Hellquill decides to do the opposite of what IRL Hitler would do for once, massacre birds. Seriously, Hellquill, Hitler had one singular good trait, that he supported the humane treatment of animals, and you somehow managed to mess even that up? Guess Bird Hitler's more of a cat bird. River Republic decides it doesn't want to join a new federation under the rule of a monarch who had half his opposition massacred when he ascended to the throne. Wonder why they are so hesitant to join. In order to address these concerns, Heffley Snow reassured the ponies of the River Republic that he wasn't a tyrant by brutally murdering all of the River Republic ponies who opposed him. Celestia visited New Maryland during the visit. Discussions over the cake tax commenced between the Alicorn and New Maryland governor. Apparently several disgruntled ponia dressed up as buffalo and threw Celestia's cake into the sea in protest of the new tax. Dregley gave an official decree stating that alicorns are stupid and immortality is cringe. Beautiful. Okay, Princess Luna of Equestria has responded by altering the moon phases over the Dread Peninsula, sabotaging many of their evil rituals, requiring a full moon to complete, thus mooning the Dread League. That has been today's Daily Griffonia News. Tune in probably never for another news. This has been your host, Random Cat PFP person, signing out. Drop them. Drop the mic. Okay, is my phone okay? Because I dropped my phone to be the mic. Okay, good. Okay, this has been one of the absolutely favorite comments I've ever got on my channel. Loved it. If I had a nickel for every time Oozer's Games told me my comment was his favorite comment on his channel, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird it's happened twice. Also added a little extra to the original comment that I felt added to the whole news report. That was the part about Celestia and Dread League that was added on the second one, and then I said I love the additions. And yeah, this is my favorite comment I've ever gotten. Multiple of Mr. Kitten Faces are up there. In fact, I forgot I had already told Mr. Kitten Face that one of their comments, this is my favorite comment I've ever gotten on my channel. This is just way too true. I forgot I had told them that. And that's only 2 months ago, and I've forgotten about that. And it was true when I read it. It's true now. It's my second, well, it's my, not true now. It's my second favorite now. But I forgot about that. So when it came to this one, I just was like, oh yeah, I did tell you that. Well, this one's even better. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. This is my rating of every comment I've ever gotten on my entire channel. From least favorite to most favorite. Through the eras, through the commenters, through the subscribers, through the literal years. That is my channel, and those are my supporters. If you enjoyed, like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell button. And, as always, peace.